afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, a host Imperial Dane, master of propaganda, head of Reich, defender of the fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 versus 1 on Angerville, here between in the south, Spanky, fighting for Germany for the 21st Panzer Division here. With assault grenadiers already off here, he's gone for mega assault right off the bat, and with Ulric opposing in the north, fighting for the 2nd Armoured Division, here with the Rifle Company, and he's chosen, so a bit interesting choices there in a sense, that at the same time perhaps not the most original choices. We've got infinite bullets here largely, except for the single hailstorm bullet in there for Ulrich, which increases his suppression on his 50 caliber machine guns, so that should add a bit. There we got double rifle there, but of course we're noting here for Spanky, the interesting part here is the assault gun at the start, thus opting off with some assault troops right off the bat, of course also ensuring he doesn't have to bother training any troops right away that way, and just sort of more quickly grab territory. Moving ahead there all with MP40s, moving further on than that. Assault units were as such not really like this part of German organisation. They've been more, you know, on a case-to-case basis, formed out of the best men in a unit and then sort of equipped with submachine guns or the likes. Otherwise, submachine guns were generally reserved for the squad leader and his second command, though the second command could be just as well equipped with a G43. So fun facts, we got Dove Rifle here though for Ulrich, re-echelon, so he's not sort of going just to rely on the elite rifleman training here. There shall be more regular riflemen amongst the rest. Thrown into the fields of war, and there we go. Veterans one and a bit above that, assault gunners there, engaging, goes a bit above into the building. And there goes smaller shoot up here between the two sides. Don't take a bit of while here though for the assault guns to do with the reassurance that the submachine guns are not necessarily that effective versus units inside buildings. So they are doing some damage. Genau, Fritz, ja. I had a crazy idea, ja. What if we kick into the door and kill them all? Nein, that would be rude. Do you think we are? Attila to Hans? Nein, this is the German army, we do this civilized way. Rather than a bit of shootout, there we go, basically pushed back here. Now there's simply too many Americans again at range here. The assault gunners won't have any chance. So in this case, looks like Spanky slowly falling back. Got MG42 moving up there. Some regular grenadiers now arriving for Spanky as well. Moving up the right hand side, we actually get interesting. Of course, he's not sending up re-echelons to do the fighting on this, well, taking on territory on the left side, the fringes, instead actual riflemen. There we go, breaking off here, not going to the centre. There goes the one unit here, right into the MG42, so for some reason take to the church. Again, they're not exactly range troops, but in this case I think he did a bait check, you know, were there anyone trying to creep up here on the other side, in which case, you know, sharp thing in there by Spanky. Meanwhile, Pioneers are pinned down here by riflemen and re-echelons. The riflemen actually falling back towards the village, it seems. So trying to contain Spanky here from moving out too far and becoming too much of a problem elsewhere. Meanwhile, though, Pioneers make a move here with their own MP40, engaging the reassurance there, quickly cutting down Johnny with the MP40s. Rather than their suppressors making it to the building, right, oh great, assault gunners quickly up to taking up some shots there. So there you go, a storm of bullets raining against the windows, the walls, the doors and such. At the same time, riflemen attacking him from the north against the grenadiers there. And we got additional grenadiers there, so 2 grenadiers, 1 assault grenadier, 1 MP42, and now a mortar, a heavier tier 1 there for Spanky, which is always something I'd always urge a bit of caution when you're doing against the Americans. I mean, some Americans of course fall into it, but I mean, you do leave yourself open to, for example, a quick lieutenant, then follow up with an M20, in which case you're going to be in a slightly awkward position. So that's a little thing there to keep in mind as a Wehrmacht player versus the US. There you go, Ravner ultimately pushed away. Assault grenadiers suffered largely to no losses there, halfway towards stretch into 1, though the MG42 is the one that's essentially doing all the actual killing. Enter the house again, trying to get their way past all the corpses of their dead friends inside their building. Going for the northern point there, grenadiers seemingly not pursuing their American friends there. Granatenwerfer, Pioneers not really doing much here, except laying down some barter. They could try and get some flare for support up, otherwise, you know, Telemines would be a good job, a good idea. And we got the lieutenant here arriving to lead Ulric's forces to perhaps something that resembles victory. MB42 remains in not a bad position, but with an MB42, you know, to sort of cover the northern part of the village. So generally I would also recommend a bit of barter wire here and there to make it harder for the opponent's infantry to then rush. M train there following up for Ulric. You could of course then consider maybe the 50 caliber for the added firepower. There we go. He's actually sprinting over the assault grenadiers out of the enemy's line of fire here. Mines was up, so clearly Ulric is all expecting his opponents to prepare mines and build up a defense there versus the Amerikanische Schweinhund. Beyond that, all a bit quiet here, a bit quiet. We do have tech up here. Spanky could go then for a light mechanized company, or he could try now going for a quick tier 3 rush, though, of course, versus the Americans. And of course, knowing he, of course, is going for Lieutenant number 20, of course, that would be very risky. But right here, of course, he's going for the light mechanized company. In this case, Spanky is not getting overzealous. There we go. M20 rolls out. And over here, having a nasty encounter there with a rifle grenade, flew over and blasted out Bob, Billy, and Harry. M20 moving up, no upgrades for that, by the way, no upgrades there for Ulric's M20 utility car. Rifle there, support by the Lieutenant moving up, they got the M42, they're spotting some targets. Could they get a wipe? They couldn't get the wipe, and there we go. Last man dead there, no survivors of that unit. A small victory here for Spanky already. Assault gunners are taking rather a lot of fire though. They are close, veterans one, they are close, and we got veteran rifle, of course, replacing the losses suffered here for Ulric. And of course, in that guy, you know, rifle company does tend to be sort of one of the more attrition resistant doctrines, since again you can actually supply yourself with veteran troops. At the same time, you got to push here for the cop point using M20 crew. Very bold, very aggressive. It makes sense when you can use your American light vehicles like that as well. In this regard, Ulric is certainly not lazing about, so quickly first cutting off the fuel, then of course you can always secure it afterwards. But this way, you know, you can more quickly just sort of deny the flow of fuel to Spanky. That's actually quite neat there, and of course Spanky probably wasn't expecting. Of course, he's got no immediate counter for it either. He can get a 2-2-1 there, but even then he's going to have to upgrade it first to really have a chance of taking on the M20. So that's actually some time there before we can reasonably deal with the utility car there from Ulric. Of course, if Ulric wants to be even cheeky, he could actually lay down some mines, you know, because he's probably going to have to expect the scout car, and then try and bait in the 2-2-1, 2-2 into them. Pioneers versus Ripen there, virtually 2, not looking good for the Pioneer, not looking good. Grenadiers flanking in there, Assault Grenadiers ready as well, Gefechtsbereit. Of course, one option here for Spanky as well is also get a half track, you know, and actually use it to sort of rush the Assault Grenadiers about, you know, get them within, you know, close quarters range there of the enemy. They're going to hitting the 2-2-2s. 2cm auto cannon, shots pinging through the rear armor, quickly popping up the crew though, opening up the bazooka against the 2-2-2. He could try and knock it out there, have the assault as much support, you know, rush the crew there. There we go, almost got another bazooka hit though, still. Okay, falling back here, falling back. We got another squad of assault gunners. Looks like this squad was actually lost up here in the north. Bit of a nasty loss there though for him, and in fact, because Ulric actually went for grenades, in which of course Casey's of course also got the smoke grenades there. They'll certainly increase the amount of things he can do. Main gun destroyed though. Assault gunners continuing up the 2-2 as well. Popping up the crew again, going to get off that bazooka shot, and there we go. And there goes quickly back in before, you know, say, Spanky rushed it and grabbed it right under Ulric's nose. That would have been pretty nasty though. Rather pushing forward there, so some setbacks here for Spanky. He's lost the Grenadier squad, he's lost the 2-2-2. And the 2-2 in particular is going to be a high source of resources there for Spanky, since any of the damage can of course easily be repaired by Ulric's crew, and even then he can use it, say, while taking territory. So hardly a massive setback there to the 2nd Armored Division, a notably larger setback there for the 23rd Panzer Division. Medic bunker up there, no further tech up from Spanky or something else. But with 2 assault gunners, of course, he's going to have quite, you know, some close quarters damage here versus Ulric's riflemen. Quick smoke screen here, worried about MD-42s, which is repositioning himself. Not bad though, to lay down the smoke screen here around here. Of course, he was probably expecting to remain there, but in this case though, Spanky's sort of trying to play around, but in this case, that spotted, pushed back. Not so good there, not so good. Mortar crew also spotted. Further setbacks there for Spanky and the 23rd Panzer Division.
They're shooting at my crew! Who's watching our asses?
Oh, 21st, not 23rd, 21st. Mistake there, there. And rather than pushed away. Troops reinforcing, we are getting tech up here, we are getting tech up there for Spanky, so Palmer call then, maybe a quick flak panzer or some Stooks. As for Ulric, we have got no tech up here further on. No 50 caliber either, I mean, considering the Docky's gone for, you know, and the bulletins, I mean, that could, you know, be a bit of extra benefit there. 5% extra suppression will be noticeable on a 50 caliber. I'm trying to moving about here. About to grab some territory. Again, note the way that Ulric is using it mostly for harassment. He's not sort of using it to sort of directly engage Spanky if he can avoid it. He's just used to sort of harass, cut off the fuel, sort of force him to react to it. In that case, he's using the severe mobility, but also the ability for the crew to secure territory here to keep Spanky a bit firm on the back foot. So that's actually some pretty interesting play here from Ulric. I do think, though, he should have tried to try at least some place to lay down some mines, in case, because, Spanky's inevitably going to get out to Mama, in which case, being able to immobilize it would be a pretty good help here for Ulric. But so far, no sign of that. Mines down here, though. Go to Arbeit. We got some forces here and some forces here. Center, those pretty much abandoned. 2042 slowly moving up there. Assault on securing territory here. And there. But now he can get the Suprema Corps, in which case, some quick armor there would be good.
Ready. Send orders.
Getting a Pack 40 here. Beginning to worry about Ulric getting up some armor of his own. He's going for the captain there again. He's going for a common move there amongst many Americans. Go tier 2, tier 3. And then, rely on the EC8s for sort of any heavier armor. Of course, you can then go for Stuart, stun around, deal with some targets, then work sort of with the medium tanks to arrive. And that way, sort of make dealing with Spanky's armor a bit easier. Again, note he quickly pulls back. He does not try to push further up or sort of harass or sort of deal with any units. He just does it to harass and deny precious fuel to Spanky. Again,
Supply line just got cut off.
Pack 40 there arriving. No Suprema Corps going up here for Spanky. Deutschland. That's also they're taking heavy fire different regions, but mostly the 50 caliber there mounted on the M20 is really doing the number there on the assault. They're going for them mines, clearing them out, but they've got at the same time though. Got wiped there. 10 mines that did get sorted out there. Bit of a loss there for Spanky again. But the assault, or not assault, but the echelon units there being lost in the process though will do him good. In the future with mines, and of course force Ulric of course to have to replace them. He wants to be able to deal with mines again. We got the captain out here, points have been secured. Still no mines whatsoever from Ulric. And there goes a Suprema Corps is being set up here. Spanky is being set up, in which case he could either go for a quick switch to try and deal with the M20, or he could try for a flak panzer to help deal with infantry. Of course, he could take it a bit safer and go for the Panzer IV. But again, the options are very much there for Spanky. At the same time, M20 engaging the MD42 this time around. So now we are seeing Ulric here being a bit more aggressive. In this case, he could actually have a small chance of clearing up the M20. Pack 40 moving up there. And there you go. Support armor core is up. Support armor core is up. Point to grab. Overall main map control though is still Spanky's. There you go. Good hit from the Pack 40 on the M20. Needs to get it out of there.
Ready for orders.
Trying to sort of catch there with the Pack 40. He should probably could take such a longer route here, then get out through there. I think that could work out. Looks like he's trying to basically hide away in the far southern corner and basically hope his opponent doesn't search it. And of course on a map like this, it's pretty rare to see someone make use of this corner, but of course it could backfire on him. We'll have to see. Pack 40 moving ahead there, M20 being repaired. Maybe those Spanky's actually hearing it. I mean, you can hear repair sounds there in the fog of war, so maybe he's checking for that. In which case, of course, it would have been wise for Ulric to just sort of move all the way up there. But there we go, Pack 40 moving up, M20 almost repaired, but so Pack 40's there. We see you. Peekaboo. And of course the crew there trying to run ahead, not trying to salvage the M20, just trying to get the Pack 40 in response there. Grease guns and bazooka there after them. We got more German troops coming up there, Saltgunners and Grenadiers. Stuggy called up. Now this one strikes me as a bit odd there from Spanky. He's gone for the Suprema Corps. He could have gotten a flak panzer. He could have gotten a Stug G, but instead he goes for the Stug E at this point. That's not necessarily strike me as the best choice. Of course, you could always follow up with a quick Stug G to support a mixed Stug group. We'll of course have to see what actually happens there rather than checking out the Stug E. Good hit there though, good hit. Mortified joining in as well, and there goes Luke, who pushed away from the south. Lieutenant taking points there, the Lieutenant himself. This is a pretty bad situation. I mean, he's mostly, actually, the Lieutenant himself is dead, the rest of the unit's hardly better off. And there goes Stuart Light Tank arriving there for Ulrich. Stuart Light Tank, right under fire from the Stug E. Another 2 kills there for the Sturm shots. The Stug itself were pretty much going to be part of any sort of training replacement units. Really seen much action of it all by frontline units. Little front detail there. They did see plenty of action in the early stage of the war. Stewart on the way though, halfway done. Bobby moving ahead. Getting another Grenadier squad there from Spanky. No attempt at gonna do that?
The enemy. Reinforcements in.
No 50 caliber either here. Oh, wait. Never mind. I can do that. Is the 50 caliber? There we go. There we go. We got some pioneers in this case. Wasn't able to get up a full burst there. Perhaps they're opening up from the church, firing down there at the east. There we go. There we go. Assault. Assault. Grenades being flung through the windows, blowing apart bits. There we go. The church collapses. A storm of splinters, and there you go. White phosphorus barrels caught here behind the rear lines of Spanky's forward position, catching the mortar, and that's about it really. Fifth Cavalry up there, we go. We got their assault, it's already suppressed it. Good job, good job. Captain joining up close here with his submachine guns, bazookas, and whatnot. Assaulters there taking heavy damage, and before 2 holding up. Looks like something else actually doing all the job here. Looks like some mines went off actually, killing some poor souls. And again, what he's doing, he's going for the coal points again. He's denying Spanky vital and precious fuel. So good job there from Ulric, sort of keeping up keeping up the pressure there. Stu in some light new repairs. We've got an anti-tank up here as well for Ulric. And we've got a second one there arriving. So he's going pretty heavy on the support ones here. 2 anti-tank guns and a 50 caliber heavy machine gun.
Point is being overrun. WP-M110 smoke strike can be delivered to cover our men.
Return versus assault on this, it needs to be careful. Oh, there we go, grenade. In this case, the moves up. And there we go, they're to increasing range and a bit survivability well up close. Should give them the chance of getting the lieutenant. There we go, there we go. Particularly since the lieutenant fell first, he didn't quite have the Thompson submachine something to resist the assault from this with. Stu fighting here, gonna do taking losses though. 50 cover continues 5 week. The Pioneers almost swapped out. Trying to lay down Telemine. Careful, Spanky. Force it, force it. There you go, pushed away. Mine engagement here. Point their grab. It is time here for the mid-game analysis. Counter-situation. Spanky is very much having a hard time in maintaining territory, whereas Ulric is getting plenty of fuel. Munitions overall keeping up the pressure. He's suffering some losses here and there, but overall not quite as heavily though as Spanky is either. I mean, the way he's just basically just waiting to be able to call an easy 8, though, as a bit of a problem. I mean, he could probably have just say gone for the 10, then the captain called in a lot more armor early on. Pressured Spanky a lot more. And had some Scots to provide artillery support from that guy. I mean, it can work, but there are clearly some risks there for Ulric at the moment. A part of me would suggest, maybe a pack howitzer, maybe another M20 or a AA half-track, something just for some added firepower, particularly either the M20 to lay down some mines, or just something to further murder the infantry, or maybe a second Stuart. Actually, sort of form a small combat group to particularly, try and deal with the anti-tank guns, but also the Stuart can sort of flank them from the right angle. And that guy, and those 2 Stuarts, light tanks, could actually be quite potent here versus Spanky at the moment. I mean, there's some thoughts there. Fuel and Mrs. Cash, of course, would also be a very good choice there for Ulric, sort of further build up. If at least he's going to sort of focus on easy 8, I mean, more fuel is always welcome, I would argue. Of course, finally, another option here is getting some BARs and bazookas, that way further increasing the firepower of his own rifle there versus either infantry or armor, whatever he sort of decides to sort of focus on that way. But definitely should sort of try and take his advantage to further build it outwards into both the infantry and the armor if possible here. Spanky should, I think, try and get some usage out of his support armor core. I also think, though, with the manpower's loading, actually get up a fuel cache and then sort of make it a bit harder for Ulric to harass his fuel point by making it a bit harder to at least, cut it off in the first place. I mean, can then sort of also consider following up maybe with a Stu G for the Stu E. That way you have both some anti-tank, anti-infantry of a more mobile kind. Also on the cheaper kind, you could always easily then follow up with a second Stu G. You could also then follow up with a Flak Panzer or a Panzer IV, of course, then try and play for a Tiger. I mean, he has to go for something. If he's going for play straight for a Tiger, though, it's going to be pretty daft because then he's basically built a support armor core and teched up to it for absolutely zero good reason. I mean, that is basically resources right down the drain. In which case, I'd have to say, for shame, Spanky, for shame. I mean, that's just not good play. So I mean, really, you need to get something. And again, that guy, Stu G. Even if you're really intent on getting the Tiger, would be a sort of good combination there with the Stu E, I think. So I mean, otherwise, not really so much else to comment on. So let's head back into the fight. Also, Spanky needs to try and sort of focus a bit more on holding some actual territories, a bit too spread out, a bit too sort of here and there, which also makes it easier for Ulric to push through and harass and cut him off from his fuel time and time again. We're back here to the fighting. Where the Stu E rolls ahead unintended, no infantry support, none whatsoever.
Grenadiers reporting objective capture.
So he's had 7 kills. Mine engagement here. Smoke's been laid down by the rifle. In this case, it didn't quite work off. Still at the front. Fuel has been denied. Notably there, of course, for Mr. Spanky. There goes to it again. The assault grenadiers opening up this first gun and its machine guns. Looks like he's going to keep up the pressure around the fuel point. I mean, that guy is doing a pretty good job. Pretty good job. In particular, since you know he's also attacking here, which is basically forcing Spanky to focus essentially on what is closer to his base, what he feels at least, and not on the fuel point, which is, you know, a bit further away, not necessarily in his primary direction. So in that regard, I mean, Ulric is all, you know, dominating the map in a certain sense. We've all got some panzer grenadier there for Spanky, some heavy infantry. There certainly is an assault configuration here to Spanky's troops with all the assault grenadiers, but also the panzer grenadiers with the assault rifles will certainly be able to sort of attack. So I mean, that's nice to see. Though a half-track 251 would be a rather good, I think, choice that would help support them on the offense. Quad here, Stuart getting ready to strike again for the United States of America. Sergeant Jones strikes in, ordering his crew to fire away most merrily. Getting some good kills down the assault grenadiers. Got the Sugida rushing in, and regular grenadiers. 50 caliber remaining here, guarding over the centre. Mortar ready as well. I mean, he could, for example, lay down a smoke screen and then sort of try to charge it. Use the assault guns, then sort of a lot of grenades there through the building. Maybe have another attack from the flank. I mean, there are a few options there for Spanky to try and clear out the centre, though would be of help. Stuart, yeah, there's the Stoogie. Stoogie missed. He could try and, you know, use shell shock here, then rush the Stoogie. There we go, get behind it. He doesn't have many dollars to say, you know, point blank engine shots, you know, further damage the engine. Vision sights blocked. Missed though, missed. Looks like the Stuart is going to pull back. So now, of course, with the grenadiers arriving, it could risk a panther pass, in which case going to be an easy target for the skirmishes jets. There's a bit of ground here on the left side again. That panther was in the sort of the rest arriving. We could see wipe, they could see wipe. We likely will see wipe. As they run through the gauntlet of doom here, and there we go, wipe, cut down, shredded. Very nasty little force here by the German forces here under the command of Spanky. Looks like we're going to hurt Ulric a bit, though he's still got a little larger force. Should now strike towards the west, in the east here, a bit of a while there. Still nothing from the Department Corps. We got a second pack 40 here. Could easily by now actually get a Panther 4 out if he wanted, an Osprey or some Stoogs. But you know, he really needs to make a decision here what he wants to do. Panther's in a lot of trouble with the Stuart, taking some losses there. I mean, the Stuart, you know, he would have been helpful versus the Stuart-like tank or Flak Panther, even though just, of course, a Panther 4. So far, no sign of that, no sign of that. Stuart turning about here. Stuart needs to be careful. Of course, we also got a second pack of 40 around somewhere. There we go, Stuart pulling back there. A bit damaged. Got a good hit there. 7 kills, 7 kills. Oh dear, main gun destroyed, so you can't find something to quickly deal with a pack 40. But there we go. Turns about fast enough there for the pack 40 not to be able to catch it. Good job there. Further fighting in the centre, we got the anti-tank and basically not doing much there. Troops moving ahead, we got a pack of Pouch joining in there. Pioneer suppressed. Assault is going to flank in there. Good job there, good job there. Nicely sensed here by Spanky. A tactical opportunity, and there he goes, sprinting ahead. Rushing forwards. 50 caliber actually abandoned the building. There we go, spraying the exposed anti-tank through there with the MP40. But there we go, at the same time though, we're changing to line of fire, and of course one burst of a few shots and already suppressed, pinned, and taking losses there to the 50 caliber. Further losses there. Almost victims one there on the 50 caliber, and there we go. The Mardeus extinguishes a few German lives. Mortify there trying to extinguish it. Smoke could of course also work, but anyway, it's got fighting here. Right, we turn it up close again. More grenades here. More grenades. Force back the Germans. Let's trigger them moving in. Straight to the line from the anti-tanker. The anti-tanker though getting off some decent hits. They're getting some decent hits there versus Stoogie, which is by the veterans who won. Goes in now halfway to veteran 2. Troops enforcing. Stuart repairing. Ready for the fight almost as well. He's actually had the option there of getting the ECF up for some time. For some reason he hasn't quite stuck at it. Might be it's a bit too much manpower on other things instead of trying to get the ECS as soon as possible. And I hate to say it, but it really looks like Spanky's going for the Tiger, in which case, I'm a bit disappointed. Plus, in terms of his then other choices here, it's just really not a particular sort of effective choice than to go for the Tiger after you expended all the resources to get up to your bomber core. And that's just basically resources out the window, in which case you have to put the Tiger out sooner. Anyways. Plus, he could have dealt with that Stuart sooner on as well. His only luck is, of course, that Ulric was basically slow to get out the EC8 despite having focused on it so hard. He could easily have had it out as soon as he hit the 90 piece, which I believe the EC8 there is, so or even at the first part of the 10 piece with that. But all the way though, not good. Now that's a bit too slow then, that could again further give Spanky a chance of getting up the Tiger soon enough to sort of challenge him. Which is overall not what you want to do. MD-40 in the top of the Stuart light tank opening up there, firing away. Almost got it wiped there, almost got it wiped. Veterans 1, 10 kills, Captain Force away. They got Panzer doing a lot of damage here. Anti-tank a bit up top, we got assault to the flank in. Nicely done here by Spanky. We got a large assault here with lots of assault weapons. Pack hard a bit up top, so we got the Stuart there arriving, 50 caliber, still on the way. And there you go, M157 anti-tank gun cleared out. Walls of the cemetery shattered, there's a shown trying to extinguish them. Up north though, we got a unit, I believe, somewhere annihilated. No? Down south, the assault is not in trouble here. Roughneck goes off though, leaving Sir Rockman dead. And there you go, the other ones basically finally forced away there. Both assault and squad still have veterancy too. Very close to the Tiger, very close. Ulric, of course, can already almost call in another EC8. He just needs to take a bit of manpower, then he can call in another tank to help threaten Spanky further.
Looks like we're getting into the Sherman, ready for action. Standing by.
Rolling ahead there. It's 76mm gun.
We're taking lead over here.
Driving up north in trouble with the Pioneers in the studio arriving there. And there you go, Tiger can be sent in to support the 21st Panzer Division. Stürming about. And we go. Schwerer Panzer. Achtung, Achtung. Moving ahead there.
Capture complete. Grenadiers. Sherman ready to go.
You see it moving about. MD-42 there, no incendiary rounds still from Spanky, no incendiaries, got Panzers, got Grenadiers going ahead here. Sugas flying, mortar bombs going in from above, there we go, Pack Howter joining in, the quick bow here maybe helping out. But there you go, Betty 2 on the Panzers, quick grenade, quick grenade! Ooh, bold attempt there by Ulric, but in this case the Spanky was already moving them, so in this case a little surprise. Fruit basket there didn't work. Panzer just tearing in support them, quickly ending as many as he can. Good job there, good job. Then you've got further fighting up. You've got the Tiger. Stuart though in a bit of trouble, has been separated from the rest of his force. We've got the Tiger moving in. There's going to be a bit of a bold maneuver here to save him if we can. And there you go, we got shell shot going off there, blocking the vision there of the Tiger, allowing it to escape it, stunning it too. Absolutely ballsy there. And then we got the EC8 they're going to fight away, and tank got still crude. Panzer basically forced everything away there. Halfway towards 53, needs to go in there before the EC8 finishes. We've got Pack 40 joining in there. Ostugi actually, so that's moving in. And they're stealing away the MD-42. Nasty fighting here though. And Stuart somehow managed to survive all the chaos. He's still not getting another EC8 as soon as he could have. And that kind of really feel think it's one of the issues there that Ulric might want to work on. Since he's basically dying to an opportunity to basically again, just get out some EC8s as soon as you can. I mean, if you're going to focus on them, jolly well do it properly. Don't do it halfway through. And there we go. Light turret barrels called in here versus Ulric's position. Bomb there to get wiped out. Looks like a bit of fortune here for Ulric that no one really seems to get annihilated here by the barrels there conducted by Lactis Infanterie Schutz. There you go, Tiger pushes ahead, anti-tankers are both ready, but they can't quite focus on the same time, particularly pulling the other one back further behind the fence. They're actually separated. It's going to be both of them firing armor piercing until they have a quick chance versus the Tiger. There you go, Veterans 1 actually, in which case Take aim, take aim. Don't forget, take aim. Increases the range and the line of sight, allowing you to basically shoot a lot further with your anti-tank gun. But Ulric seems to do like many American player does. It's basically ignore that ability. I mean, it's really potent. Assault goes there, being pushed back here by the EC8. Assault gun is down.
Gather round. I smell orders. Ready.
7 kills.
What the hell am I meant to do with these?
Halfway to victim to 1. Still no sign of any additional. And again, it really just, you know,
Grab your shit.
it really, you know, highlights that Ulric maybe doesn't quite think this through. At least he isn't quite committed to the strategy as you'd think he is. I mean, if you're not going to just put everything into this EC8 as soon as you can, then there's no point in you not just going for the mega instead of saying, you know, both company command post and platoon command post. In which case, you get just regular Sherman up soon and done more damage than he is by just, you know, floating all that fuel on the EC8, which are never arriving, it seems. And there's definitely a strategic issue there for Ulric in that sense. Of course, Spanky, though, I mean, committed a bit something the same, but at least he's not floating it, and at least it's not, you know, 293 fuel that went away on this. But target there versus the vehicle crew. Almost got it there. No pinhole on machine gun ball, and there you go. Finally able to call in another EC8. Finally able to call it in. Good hit there on the EC8 as well. Second one finally arrives, and again the thing is, you could easily have, you know, 3 out by now if you'd just been a bit more focused about it. In which case you could probably have a much better chance of maybe Ulric push back Spanky to space. So I know it feels a bit, you know, sloppy in a sense in terms of execution here. Still here in the far flank, not really doing much. But oh dear, seems like the crew's been pushed back here. Leaving to use a rifle crew regularly. At the same time, we got a Pack 4 here with the machine gun bunker and the Stuki covering the far west point. He seems to sort of, you know, predict a bit Ulric's movements, who seems to have actually given up and harassing the eastern field, interestingly enough. And I think that steward's about to have a bad day, including the rifleman inside of it. Oh dear, that's going to be a harsh loss for Ulric. This is not just a vehicle, it's a rifleman squad with a flamethrower on it. That'd be worse. There we go, good hit from the Pack 4. The Stuki almost got it. Smoking down there, but at the same time the Stuki's basically, oh, stuck by a tree! I told you! Watch out for the tree!
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
It's a rather rough situation here for Ulric at the moment. Things are beginning to further fall apart here as his strategy basically lacked that oomph in the late game as it seemed to have needed. Really did need. Caught here with the Pack 40. Good trying to out the M42 there. Return to press, but all just going to lay down a smoke screen and then charged in first. Troops pushed back here to the Stuki, and of course when the smoke lifted. Machine gun bunker, of course, joining the fun as well. Tiger fighting away, the EC8 moving up. Anti-tank gun, EC8 moving up there. Remember to use armor piercing rounds, remember to use armor piercing rounds if you can, but no. Bit too late there now for Ulric. Tiger is down to half health there, pulling back, though, getting off more shots, so it's 88 using the gun. Good hit from the Pack 40 though on the EC8. So Portman's a bit of trouble from these hits are taking quite a bit of damage in the process. And both will be needed to be pulled back here for some repairs, in particular the second one here, which is definitely not looking too good there. One sneeze from a German, that thing's going to blow apart. And a cascade of fire. And screams. Got another 50 cover there arriving actually.
We lost a gun crew.
Veterans 1 there in the EC8.
HMG squad ready for action.
Phantom and Assault is moving in. Tiger receiving repairs. The rule Spanky's got the upper hand now. And there you go, Ulric seems to have realised this is not going too well for him. He might have squandered his chances, and there you go, GG. Game over, victory for Spanky despite a rough start. And some aggressive harassment for Ulric. The problem for Ulric was basically, though, when it came to the end game, he just sort of fumbled. Basically, it was a massive fumble in a sense, you know. It wasn't necessarily just that he just focused on the E8, it was just, you know, once he actually got there, he didn't focus on them. Then it's also like more like an afterthought. Oh, right, I wanted to do something with them, but then never quite did, which just overall undermined the entire effort. Whereas Spanky, you know, despite his mistakes in particular, I think this one really just, yeah. I mean, it didn't really help him out. There were also some mistakes over the anti-tank and some few tactical mistakes as the game progressed, which are all playing into Spanky. Spanky got better to predict him, you know, figuring out things how to counter him. So that didn't help Ulric either. He didn't really coordinate his tanks with everything else. So again, there were several things. Then also as the game progressed, he basically stopped harassing here, which could also have helped out Ulric quite a bit there versus Spanky. I mean, there were several options there which, you know, didn't quite fall through. But also really think, you know, one part here, you know, if you're going for these and you guys trying, then, you know, use them a bit more, get out something. Well, I mean, the seconds to it, another M20, I think just something extra that could have helped Ulric notably more versus Spanky in that meanwhile there, so bit of a problem there. But nice use of the assault guns by Spanky. The Panzer guns all real nice assault tactics here. Could have liked to see maybe some smoke from Spanky as well, but there you go. So anyways, an interesting little fight here, of course, with the list in this case, of course, being, you know, do have a proper plan for the end game as well, or at least, you know, be a bit more focused on it. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gives you ideas for matches. If it did, want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send a new plan to find some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dancing. Cheers, thank you all for watching, and see you all tomorrow. Bye.